What if I told you that one of the most legendary heroes of all time, famous for slaying monsters, completing impossible tasks, and possessing godlike strength, may not have been just a myth? What if Hercules was real? Ancient texts offer us many versions of his life. According to mythology, Hera, the wife of Zeus, was jealous of Hercules from birth. She tried to kill him by sending 2 serpents to his crib. But baby Hercules strangled both with his bare hands. As he grew, so did his strength and his tragedy. Driven mad by Hera, Hercules killed his wife and children in a blind rage. Overcome with grief and guilt, he sought redemption. The Oracle of Delphi commanded him to serve King Eurystheus and complete 12 seemingly impossible labors. Let's briefly recount them. Slay the Nemean lion, a beast with impenetrable skin. Kill the 9-headed Hydra, which regrew 2 heads for every one cut off. Capture the golden hind of Artemis, swift and sacred. Capture the Erymanthian boar, a monster of the mountains. Clean the Augean stables in a single day, filthy after decades of use. Defeat the Stymphalian birds, deadly creatures with metallic feathers. Capture the Cretan bull, the father of the Minotaur. Steal the mares of Diomedes, man-eating horses. Obtain the girdle of Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons. Steal the cattle of Geryon, a 3-bodied giant. Fetch the golden apples of the Hesperides, guarded by a dragon. Capture Cerberus, the 3-headed hound of the underworld. These stories are grand, thrilling, and undoubtedly mythological in style. But is there any historical foundation? Some scholars suggest that Hercules was a memory of a powerful warrior chief whose real deeds were transformed over generations. In many ancient societies, powerful kings and generals became legends after death. Consider how Alexander the Great was deified, or how Viking sagas turned real raiders into near gods. Could the same have happened to Hercules? Interestingly, Hercules was not confined to Greek imagination alone. His legend spread far and wide. The Romans worshipped him as Hercules, a major deity in their pantheon. Roman emperors even claimed descent from him to boost their divine authority. Temples dedicated to Hercules were built across the Roman Empire, from Spain to Syria. Coins, sculptures, and inscriptions all attest to a powerful figure, perhaps more than just myth. One curious piece of evidence comes from the ancient city of Tyre, in modern-day Lebanon. There, Heracles, as the Greeks called him, was worshipped under the name Melkart, a Phoenician god. Greek historian Herodotus even visited Tyre, and noted that the Heracles of Tyre was worshipped centuries before the Greek version emerged. This raises a powerful question. Did the Greeks adopt and evolve an older, real-life legend? And there's more. In ancient Egypt, inscriptions have been found that reference a warrior god with striking similarities to Heracles. In India, under Alexander the Great's campaigns, local stories began merging with Greek tales. The Greek historian Megasthenes even claimed that the Indian god Krishna bore resemblance to Heracles. All of this suggests something extraordinary. Hercules may not have been a single man, but rather a fusion of multiple heroic traditions from across the ancient world. But let's return to the 12 labors. Could some of these tasks be symbolic rather than literal? Take, for example, the Hydra, a many-headed serpent that grows stronger when attacked. Could it represent a political or military threat, an enemy with many factions or leaders that needed to be defeated strategically? Or the Augean stables, impossible to clean? Could it symbolize cleansing corruption from a long-standing institution? Even the Nemean lion, with its impenetrable hide, might represent a rival warrior or king, known for being unbeatable in battle. Hercules defeats him not with weapons but by using his strength and strangling the lion. A metaphor, perhaps, for brute force conquering what strategy could not. If we view these myths not as literal history but as coded allegories, they begin to reflect the kind of challenges a real hero, maybe a general or reformer, would face. So was Hercules real? The answer, like the man himself, is complex. There is no concrete archaeological evidence to prove a man named Hercules lived exactly as the myths describe. But there is abundant cultural, religious, and symbolic evidence that points to a deeper truth. Someone, or many people, likely inspired this legendary figure. Hercules may have been real not in the literal sense, but in the way all great stories are real. He is real in the way that ideals, struggles, and triumphs are real. He is the memory of human greatness passed through generations, shaped by the needs of every era that told his story. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most powerful truth of all. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey. If you enjoyed unraveling the mystery of Hercules, subscribe to Epic Time Journeys and step with us into the past, where myth and history meet. Until next time, keep questioning what you think you know, because the past is never truly gone, only waiting to be rediscovered.